Hello, Maria Francisca. How are you doing? Can you
Hello,
tell
thank
us a little
you.
bit? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who Maria Francisca is? Well, this is the most famous question, no? Can you tell me about yourself? Can you tell us about yourself and about you as a person? That is the most important. And a little bit about your nursing background, please.
Okay. Hi, my name is Francisca Reyes. I'm 29 years old. I live in Chile. I am a nurse. I graduated 4 years ago from Universidad San Sebastián, Concepción, Chile. I have worked in a palliative care nurse for 4 years. And currently, I'm working on hematology department in a hospital in Concepcion.
Okay.
I have gained experience um, in in procedures, taking blood sample tests, help the doctor with develop procedures such as bone marrow biopsies and other procedures.
Palliative care is not an easy unit, no, but
No, not.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful because it's all of nursing is beautiful, no, all the areas, but palliative care is not that easy.
Yes.
Yes.
And I have gained or developed a strong clinical skill in
Yes,
this
yes,
area.
of
Yes.
course. And that is important for your future goals, no? That is extremely
Yeah.
important. Tell us a little bit about nursing life in your country because I have, as you know, I have different students from different countries, and it's interesting. It is interesting to know the reality in the different countries in your area. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. Nursing in my country is quite challenging
Mhm.
because it is difficult to find a stable job.
Mm.
Many nurses work long, short contract term, short-term contract,
Yes, yes. Mhm.
and it make difficult because the income is changed every month
Mhm.
and the instability.
Okay, that's it. That
Yeah,
was what I was going to comment. There is not stability in your profession. And I think it's something, unfortunately, is something in common in different Latin American countries. Um, we have in some of our units, we talked about communication when we talked about your skills, when we talked about nursing team. How important, in your opinion, how important is communication in nursing, Maria Francisca?
I think it's very important communication in nursing because it helps build trust with
Mhm.
patients and colleagues. Nursing need to give need to give clear information
Of
to the
course.
patient to
Yes.
avoid mistakes, of course.
Yes.
And also it's important the communication because we have to talk with other healthcare professional.
Yes.
So it is very important.
I
Yes.
remember when we started our course, nursing English, and in your case is B1 level, no? But I remember that you constantly mention your skill in active listening. How important is that for you specifically as a nurse?
Um, I would say it's important because we need to understand the patient's need. So have a good listener. It's a very important skill that you have developed as a nurse, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
And not
talking
only,
of,
sorry, teacher,
sorry,
it's
it's
not
okay.
only listen to the patient,
Mhm,
also see the patient, watch them.
mhm, mhm,
Yes, what is happening to
mhm.
them. Yes, I think it's
That is
very important.
important. Yes, definitely. I remember somebody told me once about that, no? For example, when you do the assessment of the patient, it's important to look at the patient, see and listen to the different expressions and how they
Yes,
express what they feel, no?
yes.
How
They are
important.
going to difficult situation and always can be a good listener to them and support them. Yeah,
Yes,
show
yes.
empathy and support them.
Definitely, definitely. And talking about the course, well, we know that this is your final speaking project. And what do you think? How you could summarize what you learned in this course, Nursing English? In your case, B1 level, I repeat.
Yes. I would say I learned nursing vocabulary that
Mhm,
was very important for me.
mhm,
And I learned how to communicate effectively with the
mhm,
patient and my colleagues. And also I think I learned about my my to be committed and
okay.
disciplined with
Yes,
my study. Yes,
yes.
because in the platform they are many or a lot content, videos, content about reading, about podcasts, and that we need to watch to prepare a good class with you with the teacher. Yes.
Nice. And talking about those content, what do you think was the most helpful for you as a student and as a nurse, or both?
Mm, I would say the first impression.
Hmm.
I
The
think it
topic about
was a
first
first
impressions. Hmm.
content. Yes, first impression and all about nursing vocabulary because
Hmm.
they are phrases that I know in Spanish, but now I know in English, and it's really helpful because I use them diary daily.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Yes.
what do you think help you the most to improve your English?
I would say one-on-one classes
Mhm.
and the AI tutor. Yes,
Okay.
it
In our
helped me a
course.
lot. Yes, it helped me a lot
Mhm.
to gain confidence and to
Okay.
make me feel now more confident speaking in English.
That
Yes,
is good.
I would
That is
say
good. That's
both.
the purpose.
The classes
Okay.
with you,
Uh-huh.
teacher Aracelis, and the AI tutor. I
Okay.
really
And what
recommend
about
studying with.
these activities with a coffee with teacher Aracelis? How did you feel
Oh,
working with them?
yes,
Not working, but sharing
yes,
in these spaces.
yes. No, it helped me a lot also because
Okay.
I have the opportunity to speak with other people that we we are learning.
Mhm.
Yes, we all
Nice.
learn about English, nursing
Mhm.
vocabulary, and with other person that they are not studying about nursing, but also it was very good.
That's nice. That's nice. And if you think about that beginning, remember that you began this course when we were in on the other platform, and after the updates. And remember those beginnings, and that you began as an A2, more or less an A2 level. And how, yes, how do you feel, or yeah, let's say, how do you feel if you compare from that beginning to this moment now, as a, yeah, I would say as a nurse and as a student? Because I remember constantly, and those words that you said, that you were very committed as a teacher, that is something very, very important. But how do you feel comparing the beginning to this moment that is the end of your course?
Yes, I remember the first class. At the beginning, I felt insecure before speaking in
Mhm.
English, and but now I feel more comfortable, confident, and I would say I'm not afraid of making mistake now.
Mhm.
But before, as I commented, I felt insecure. Yeah, and ashamed to speak in English. But
Yes, I
now
remember.
I know I can still make mistake. Of
Of
course,
course,
I'm
you're in the
learning.
process. Yes,
I'm still
you're in the
learning,
process.
but yes, I'm in process. I'm working on that.
That is wonderful. And that
But
is important
yes,
that you accept that, no? That you accept that you're in the process and that you can make mistakes, but you can continue improving.
yes, yes.
Okay.
I really want to say about um, I learned the content and how to be confident every day speaking in English. Yes.
That is one of
This
the most
course,
important purposes that we
yes,
have here.
this course helped me a lot in both in
Mhm.
content, in vocabulary, and to be confident.
That's very beautiful. That is one of the most important prizes and one of the most important achievements that I can have as a teacher, no, listening to that, and you being honest about that. And I can see the difference, definitely. And if you had the opportunity to give an advice to other nurses that are learning English, what would you say to them?
So I would say don't overthink it. Just take the first step and start studying with a good teacher. And I really recommend my teacher Aracelis
Thank you very much.
because you need a plan, you need a schedule, you need support, and I think a study plan is key to achieving your goals.
Definitely. Totally,
Yes,
totally agree. Because in that way you can improve. And of course, being disciplined and committed. That is
yes.
important. I really, really appreciate your words and the advice for other nurses, no? And what about your future goals? What do you have in mind? I know that you need to improve your English. You have your professional, personal goals. What would you like to share here in this space?
Um, one of one of my goals is to pass my OET
Mhm.
and pass it on the first attempt. And then I would like to find a job sponsor and work abroad as a nurse.
As a nurse.
I
Important.
yes, I would like to immigrate and work and build a stable life with my family in the United States.
Amen to that. And it was a really, 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 not only a pleasure, it was an honor to be a part of to have a little part in this process with you. It's
Yeah.
definitely for me, it's a huge responsibility. And I'm really, really happy for you because you are very committed and disciplined. And I know you will achieve your goals, all the goals that you will have. Okay. Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much, Maria
much.
Francisca, for letting me, giving me the opportunity to have this final project and then share it with lots of people that I know that your testimonial will be very, very powerful for them. I will help them, okay? And they will practice their English too.
Yes,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much, Maria Francisca.
Thank you. Thank you for your support and your patience.
Okay. Well, and don't forget, next time we connect with a coffee and or a matcha or whatever you want to have.
Yeah,
Water. That when you
water.
connect. Okay. Bye. Take care.
Bye, teacher.